Hello and welcome to Angel Wars Lore. I'm your host for this video, Reverend Jake Zabel of the St. John's Evangelical Lutheran Church located in Dalby, Queensland, Australia, a member congregation of the Confessional Orthodox Evangelical Lutheran Communion. And welcome to my very first video on Angel Wars Lore.
These are the Angel Wars.
So I've got other channels like the Order of Knight George where I have like some more kind of fun satirical Christian videos and just fun videos like that, and I have my more serious Consistory of the Coelk channel where I talk about more serious theological topics. But what is this channel? Angel Wars Lore. What even is that? Well, as this is my first video, I just wanted to give a brief introduction before we go on to the topic itself.
Fine, sheesh, I'll talk.
So Angel Wars was a Christian, I don't know, TV show or whatever you want to call it, back in the early 2000s, starting in 2004, and really going to about 2009 with their last video, the Messengers DVD.
Take a look around. There's nowhere to run, and messengers don't fight.
But we are not without our defenses.
They had a few things going on after that, but really the height of Angel Wars was 2004 to 2009, and really by 2016 they were no more in any capacity when they took down their website. You can only access their website now through the Wayback Machine. And so what then is Angel Wars Lore though? Well, I've watched plenty of channels on YouTube that talk about TV shows, movies, franchises, stuff like that. And there are just countless YouTube channels where somebody sits in front of the camera and spends just hours and hours of content talking about the lore of these shows. And I realized there isn't really any Christian channels like this. There is no real channel where somebody discusses the lore of Christian shows. And so I thought, well, if no one else is doing it, I better do it. And I particularly chose Angel Wars Guardian Force for kind of two reasons.
What? Why?
One, I actually really liked it when it first came out, and I was a big fan of it. I got the DVDs and stuff like that, and which is really the second reason. I have the DVDs, I've got the material, I've got the stuff here, I'm interested in it, I research it, I know a bit about it. So the point of this channel is that I want to talk about the Angel Wars Guardian Force and the lore of the show. And so this is my intro video before we get into the actual proper videos. And I'm going to be doing basically just analysis videos. We're going to be going episode by episode, and we're going to be pulling out of things from the show. We're going to be looking at characters. We're going to be looking at angelic classes. We're going to be looking at weapons, gadgets, locations, vehicles, all the stuff from the show. And I'm going to give you as much as I can of a deep analysis on each of those things.
Flawless technique. And might I add, you look wonderful today.
Some things are going to have, more in-depth analysis because there's just more information in the show, particularly when it comes to the main characters. But then there's going to be things like some of the gadgets and weapons where there's just not that much on them, so there'll be much shorter videos.
Uh-oh.
I'll also try and break up these analysis videos with what I just call specials, which are going to be ranking videos. We're going to go top 10 characters or top 10 locations and top 10 weapons and stuff like that. And I'm going to try and go through the episodes bit by bit. And so we'll go through episode 1, we're going to talk about all the stuff in that episode, then we'll go through episode 2, talk about the stuff in that episode. But after I've completed each episode, I'm also going to do an episode review. And so there are essentially 8-9 episodes of Angel Wars to look at. There's the original 3 of the trilogy of Angel Wars Guardian Force.
These are the Angel Wars.
And then on the Messengers DVD, there were 5 little shorter episodes, plus there is the bonus scene, Mind Your P's and Q's, which you could kind of count as like a 6th episode.
Q. Show me your face. I told you not to wander.
So if you count all that content up together, there's like 9 episodes to go through. And so we're going to go through each episode, talking about all the stuff in the episode, and then we'll do reviews of the episode. Now, I'm not going to limit the information I give on different topics to just the episode itself. So like when we're on the first episode and we're talking about Eli, which is actually going to be my first video, stay tuned for that one, we're going to not just talk about what Eli did in the first episode, but we'll talk about all the stuff Eli did. But like characters that don't get introduced until like episode 2, we're not going to talk about them until we get to the second episode.
Now claim dominion over the physical realm. With this stone, we rouse this mountain from its slumber.
So, hope that makes sense. This is the channel. This is just kind of a brief introduction. I'm going to be basically posting today this introduction plus my very first episode, which is going to be a character analysis on the first character we get introduced to, which is Eli. Stay tuned for that. I've been your host, Reverend Jake Zabel. Goodbye, God bless, and I hope you'll like this new channel.
Until next time.